Hello, friend, and welcome back to Girl in Flux. I'm reading from my high school diary every single day. This is my process of reflecting on my past, letting it go, shutting the book, and moving on with my life. Yes, let's keep going, shall we? I hope you've watched a couple of my previous videos so you know what I'm all about. So this next entry is the day after Christmas of 2016. I'm a junior in high school. December 26th, 2016. Yesterday was Christmas, and I'm kind of feeling the urge to write in here. I was hanging out with Sophie the other day, and she always journals, so she kind of inspired me to write as well. Sophie is literally perfect. I used to think I was pretty good, but everything she touches is organized and pretty. I guess you could say I'm jealous. But I think it's allowing me to embrace my own imperfections. That's an interesting thought. That was a huge problem for me, comparison to my peers and trying to see if I stack up against them, and if I didn't, having this hunger to better myself and be perfect, toxic perfectionism at its finest. But I was also so susceptible and vulnerable, and I just wanted to belong and feel valued. And I felt like the only way I could do that was to be perfect. And that also fueled my eating disorder in a way. I say hunger, but it's kind of ironic because it did eventually result in literal hunger because I needed to achieve. Within perfectionism was the perfect body image, and I needed to strive towards that. And the only way to do it was to starve myself, to restrict my food intake, and to try and control whatever went into my body. And perfectionism is also giving into the illusion of control, that you have control over how you look and your grades and how you're perceived and just control of your life when that is completely not the case. And it's interesting that I write that seeing Sophie being perfect, she's one of those girls I always compared myself to. And it's interesting that I say that she's allowing me to embrace my imperfections. I don't really know what my thought process was for that, but I think maybe I was coming to terms and finding peace in the idea that I don't have to be perfect, and there will always be someone who I will see as more perfect than I am or better than me. So it's just futile trying to be perfect. And so this is a sign of tiny, tiny growth, that I'm trying to embrace my own imperfections and realize that being imperfect is being human. And I'm sad to say that I didn't realize that until very, very later on when I was very unhealthy and engaging in behaviors that were unhealthy in pursuit of this toxic perfectionism. So I take this as a sign that we can all change our mindsets and grow if we only allow ourselves the space to realize it and to give ourselves grace. Even though me looking up to Sophie was what inspired me to keep writing in here. Sometimes comparison can be motivating, but as long as you don't allow it to take a toll on your own sense of self. Okay, moving on. Anyways, I'm pretty satisfied with my gifts this year. I mean, I asked for pretty small things like gum and candles. Those 3-wick candles from Bath and Body Works. Ooh, that was all the craze back then. But I'm feeling pretty content. Now that I'm a junior and it's winter break, I absolutely need to be productive. I got a humongous calendar for my room and I'm planning to put all of my ideas on it. Right now I have SAT, neuroscience club, and internship applications on my plate. Talk about stress. Oh my gosh, my heart hurts for this girl here. She was very stressed. But in a way, I had this fire that all the moving parts in my life, all the stress, if I only, I knew within myself that if I organized it all and laid it all out and managed my time well, I could get everything done and tick all the things off of my to-do list if I just plan and execute. I had this ambition and fire that I kind of progressively lost throughout my life, but you need to stay tuned to my future entries because I go into that. So in a way, stress was not completely negative, even though it felt kind of icky at the time. But it did allow me to get shit done. So, yeah. Still trying to gain that fire back. Oh yeah, Natalie and I went shopping and ice skating. That was our tradition. Natalie's my best friend who moved to Wisconsin, and every winter break she would come and visit her cousins who lived in Maryland, and we would go to the mall, get brunch, go ice skating, and catch up. And I loved it. She was really a true friend. It was so nice to see her. She hasn't changed a bit. OG friend right there. OG. Remember when we used that OG term in our everyday slang? That is a sign of the times. 2016, man. 2016. OG. Well, I gotta go discuss scheduling with my mom. One of my New Year's resolutions is to write more in this journal. The end. And I think I do not follow through with that resolution because I think I write one more time the next week in January, and then not until March, and then May. So, but when I was a senior in high school, it was very consistent. Very, very consistent, almost every day. And that's when things get really juicy. So, subscribe, like this video if you want to see more. And, oh my gosh, it feels so funny saying like and subscribe like I'm an actual YouTuber. There are literally like probably 2 people watching this. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. And I'm signing off for now. Bye.